All right, this is going to be test number 3. I'm getting fancy here. I finally was able to get, so this is on a cable. I'm not spoiling myself with a wireless microphone. But anyways, hopefully the sound will work better. So today's conversation will be about a first aid kit necessity and the pouch that I or the first aid kit that I got, SmittyBilt one. For starters, the part number will be 769541. Another reminder that this is not a sponsored video. All items we're discussing in the video are purchased by me and not given to me for free. So with that out of the way, welcome to Bud Nixon channel. If you're not familiar with the channel, I recommend you browsing through other videos and playlists and find out how I think the channel is very cool. You will find all sorts of adventures, snow, camping, overlanding as they call it nowadays. You'll find snowcat adventures, you'll find snow play, summer play, you'll find restoration projects, you will find builds, you will find DIY projects, and all sorts of other things. So welcome. Keep in mind my channel is dual language. Sometimes I jump back and forth between both languages, so if this is not your cup of tea, feel free to switch, as I sometimes end up spitting a word or two here and there, whatever. I am trying to narrow the channel down basically to a single language, and I can go into that conversation if you guys comment on that. I can go into that conversation a little bit deeper, but from our last vacation, where I came across a situation where the whole thing was translated in 2 languages at the same time. Well, not same time, but they were switching back and forth the 2 languages. Although I spoke both languages, I found it to be somewhat confusing. So I think I'm finally on the same page of just a basic comprehension and necessity of my viewers, who are generally English speaking viewers. I think I'm gonna slowly switch the channel over to English only and basically just say some Russian words for whatever reason out of the whack, because my brain just switches out that way. But let's get back to our topic. The topic today was the first aid kit. So I've always been a believer of carrying a lot of things in a first aid kit. This thing has been with me for many years. I don't even know how many. One thing I always thought about is, like, why do I bother carrying certain items in here that I don't even probably know how to use them? I mean, I'm not a medically inclined person. I never have had anything school-wise. Never went to college for medicine. But having medically inclined friends definitely helped me out, because if I wasn't able to use certain item in that med pack, they knew how to. So what I do recommend is, again, matter of my personal opinion, and it doesn't have to be the right one, but it is my opinion, is carry a first aid kit, med kit with you as big as you feel comfortable with. I definitely recommend doing a CPR class. I am a CPR certified. It does help understanding certain items of first aid, and from there expand your knowledge of medical tools, if you want to call them that way, or medical knowledge in general, to the point of your curiosity, if you want to put it that way. But in any case, this is one of the things that are, life-saving. They are important enough where you might not carry an extra accessory for your camp kitchen, or for something, sleeping arrangement, or a certain tool for your vehicle, which might not be a life-saving issue because you don't have it with you at that one certain moment. But with a medical, that one little item could make a difference between life and death. So that is why carry as big of a medical kit as you can. Now, I'm not trying to put you in a level of high anxiety of worrying about things, but just use common sense. Go to the point where you're willing to go to, and it is what it is, right? And then just life shows how useful that thing will be. In my case, I carry basics emergency blanket. I was given a couple of these back in the day. I have not used them, but I heard they're very, very good for somebody who is gotten a little bit too cold. So I heard that they use these actually in like space, apparently, right? Insect repellent, your lip balm, first aid burn creams and such, trauma pads. There's a bunch of stuff, and now all these items were in this kit, and I think I bought it from Costco a while back. But there's scissors, tweezers, certain first aid, alcohol cleansing pads, soap towelettes, bandages of all sorts. I love bandages, and as many you might know that I do camp out a lot with my family, and if you have kids, you know that kids love bandages, and literally a bandage can save a kid from dying. And why I'm saying that is because if they're having a situation where they're freaking out because they cut themselves just a little or a lot, putting that bandage on a lot of times will calm them down to the point where you'll be surprised, where in a matter of minutes they'll be running around like nothing ever happened. So carry a lot of bandages. Lotions, Neosporin, this thing is very convenient, very good. Rubber gloves, all sorts of towelettes, again, some pills that I know what are they for and how to use them, again, bunch of different bandages and such. Oh, you gotta have Trojan, and this thing is beat up as this. It could be probably used for its initial purpose, but there are other uses for this, and you'll be surprised that you could find out how many other variations of uses. Just Google it for starters, but carry that with you. One thing I'm definitely missing here is a tampon, one or two. Again, it's a life-saving thing for a certain moment in life for a female, possibly, but it is a life-saving thing when you're stuck out on a trail and you can't start a fire. So what you do with the tampon, you dip it into any source of fuel, and it blooms with that fuel, right? It expands, it soaks it up, and it makes it an easy fire starter. So that's one thing why I carry a tampon, and I was taught this little trick by guys that do crazy things in snowmobiles, and I think it's a very interesting and very good advice. So something like this elastic does definitely help. So the goal here was to just cover basics of this. Again, carry your own one. I'm not gonna make this video about what items should be in a first aid kit, because everybody packs their own based on their knowledge and their need. But I want to talk about this, because what happens with this is I swapped this first aid kit between my vehicles that I travel in. So if I go on a long extended trip, or any kind of trip really technically, on my adventure 4x4, I would grab this guy. If I'm going out on a snowcat for a weekend, I put this in there as well. No, they're not expensive. I'm just used to having this, and for some reason the flash of blue color when I pack things, I know that it's with me and it gives me my peace of mind. But with the Nissan build, with the Q Infinity or whatever you want to call it, I'm doing something different. I'm kind of trying to make it more presentable or unique in its own way. So I did MOLLE panels, and if you haven't seen the videos, you can look in my channel, and I'll see if I can do my best, how guys do this click here thing. I'm gonna try to do the click here thing. It'll be a bubble for the video on my channel about the Molley panels that I did for the quarter windows inside of the vehicle. So being a Molley mountable, I believe. So you put that in and slide that in, click that in, blah blah blah, whatever. And what's nice is this thing actually you can do it like this. So it's actually a quick release system for your med pack. You just rip it off, run to the trail, run to the whoever's hurt, right? And this is the part that you have attached to your Molley panel inside a vehicle. So basically this, in my case, is going to become my dedicated med pack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to advise with a couple of nurses possibly, and another doctor friend of mine that I know, and see what kind of things we could pack in here to make this to be a proper med kit to carry with you in the car in such circumstances as ours. So this guy, I thought would be good having it in an obvious location. Number again 769541 for those who are interested. I'll put a link on Amazon Bubble, on my affiliate link, I think that's what it's called, or something like that, right? So keep in mind, anything that you click on Amazon links in my description or during the video, I think there's something that Amazon does, like a kickback system of some sort. I recently started using it, so I figured I would implement it in my videos from now on. And that's one of the ways that you as a viewer can support the channel. So anyways, these things run 35 bucks. As a dealer, I get a bit of a discount, so if you want to buy one from me directly, I could sell you one directly. I guess we could figure a drop shipment, or if you're local, you can pick one up from me. But anyways, I can get a hold of this as well at my cost, which is not a whole lot of discount there, but I can get it. But anyways, if you were out to just go out and buy this, they're average 35 to, I've seen them like 40 bucks on some websites. So 35 to $40 first aid kit bag with a Molley bag system. So thanks for viewing. And this video, again, like I said, is I'm gonna throw it right in the middle of those episodes. I'm gonna make it live as soon as possible, basically, once it gets uploaded to YouTube. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting. Comment below, stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna try to do my best to do more and more uploads as far as what is really Bud Nixon about, right? It's Nixon Overland Adventures, Nixon Overland Experience, it's Bud Fabrication, it's Bud Woods and Woodworking, it is Go Adventure, adventure ready products like trailer, and then just Bud Nixon shop stuff, right? DIY projects, restorations, and builds or whatever. So this is gonna become basically a channel with all sorts of updates, as I have more or less gone full-time into being self-employed and doing various projects at home, and taking on various projects as far as being self-employed. So thanks for tuning in. God bless, take care, and I guess until next time. До свидания.